Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. Today we are trying out the Smashbox. It is the Fan Faves Try Me set. I got it in this little box and I have been wanting to try this for a long time actually, because I was a bit curious about how good Smashbox was. I've heard a lot of good reviews, of good reviews. So I was really excited to see it, and I thought like the Try Me Fan Faves box might be the easiest way to go around this. And the box contains 5 deluxe sizes, and I just want to simply very shortly say deluxe sizes. Yes, that does mean miniature. Like these are so dang small. It's not like I thought they would be bigger. I mean, of course, if it's sample size, it's sample size, but deluxe size just seems like an unnecessary word for what it actually is. I don't really like that, but nonetheless, I was looking forward to trying this, especially because of the primer. I don't really have a real primer right now. I just use a fake one, a kind of cream that does the same as a primer pretty much so. But I haven't had a real primer, so I'm looking forward to trying this. And the other thing I'm looking forward to trying is the lipstick, because I love lipstick and lip products overall. So I was really curious about if this one was just as good. And just before we start the actual reviews of the products, I'll just shortly say I will be listing the ingredients and I will be reading up from a paper I got beside me here. Simply because I can't remember all of the ingredients yet. Hopefully someday I can. So we will be learning together when we take these. But I have been researching a lot on these products. And one thing that I want to say before we get into it is that these products actually have like almost no scent at all. It is a very small, very subtle scent of nothing. And it doesn't say like they have any fragrance pretty much of any on any of them. So I'm a bit not confused. I'm happy that they don't smell bad or weird, but I'm still thinking like, how do they conceal the real smell of the product? Because normally natural or straight to the point product smells a lot like product. But I don't know how they did that, but I'm excited to see, so we'll just get into the first product. The first product we got here is the original. This is the original Photo Finish Smooth and Blur Primer. And this was one of the ones I was looking a lot forward to. The size, actually, I feel like it's okay. You don't have to use much at a time. And the packaging in this I feel is really cute. I like that I can actually see what's in here. When I looked at what they said about the product, they had made a survey about this. So they said that it was supposed to blur, smooth like everything. And it was supposed to minimize pores and fine lines, which not possible, but okay. It is supposed to look someone slapped me. It's supposed to give a flawless makeup look. It should work with every skin tone, which is clear, so I think that should be true. And it should make the makeup blend easier and go on easier. So I started applying this, and the first things I noticed were that it was silky smooth. It was so good. The primer was easy to apply. You just took a bit, put it all over and waited for a second, and it really filled my pores. So it's not like it can minimize them, but it did fill the pores out, so it looked nicer and smoother on the skin. It was very silky and lightweight. I really liked having it on my skin, and my skin just looked very smooth afterwards. And because they fill the pores and fine lines, they don't minimize them. I will say that a lot. You can't minimize your pores or lines. Like, they have the size that they have. You can like stretch it out or fill it out, but you can't change the actual size of it. So, just to get that clear, this is, I will be reading a bit again because there's so many labels on this one. It's cruelty-free, without parabens, sodium, or sulfates, phthalates, I don't know how you say that, but it is also oil-free, fragrance-free, talc-free, and vegan. So this one, it just ticks like all the boxes. It does everything. The ingredients on this are also pretty good, and I will read for you here. And we got tocopherol acetate, and it's a vitamin E, and it's an antioxidant. And I'm pretty sure this is the one we'll hear in almost all the I think it's in all the products, but it's a pretty good product. Again, we are only listing the good and the bad things, but I can already say now, there's not a single really bad thing in any of the products, and I think that's pretty dang cool actually. But it got retinol palmitates, it's an antioxidant, Camellia sinensis leaf extract, which is skin soothing and also an antioxidant. Then we got Vitis vinifera seed extract, which is also an antioxidant. This one is also antibacterial and soothing. Then we got Carthamus tinctorius seed oil. Apparently, this is a beneficial fatty acid that diminishes the sign and occurrence of dry skin. And the last one we got of these ingredients is ethyl hexyl salicylate, and it's a sunscreen agent and it protects against UVB rays. So it's actually a pretty good ingredient list. There's a lot of good things in it that I really like. Concerning the claims, I agree with pretty much everything they said. I think it blurs and especially smooths my skin. It blends very well with my foundation, makes everything goes on smoother, goes on prettier. I feel like it doesn't, it holds pretty much all day long. And my skin looked much more flawless afterwards. So I pretty much agree with everything besides, of course, the minimizing of pores and lines. I already told you why, I don't think I should tell you again. The price of this is
A few moments later.
Sorry, that was work calling. As I was about to say, the price is 233 Danish, of course, 31.5 in euros and 37 in US dollars. And actually, I think I might buy a new one of these, not this size, maybe just a tad bigger. Because I feel like it's really good and it's the only real primer I've tried before. So I'm pretty sure after I've used all my primers up and the stuff like I use for it right now, then I actually think I'll buy a new one. The second thing I want to talk about is the other thing that I was really excited about. This is the Always On liquid lipstick, and I was looking so forward to this because I love lipstick, and they said like it was supposed to keep your lips comfortable, it was non-drying and weightless, it was waterproof, and it should stay on for 8 hours. The tip, they call it a precision applicator. It is supposed to fill your lips in one swipe. And I feel like that just sounds like a dream come true. The only thing I noticed at first though was this color looks very unwearable, so I was a bit concerned about that. But after trying it on, that's not a problem anymore, because, spoiler, I hate it. I truly hate it. And I don't know if I got a bad one or what happened, because it got pretty good reviews. But let's just say the applying was tough, the lipstick itself felt hard. I could not swipe anything on in one go. I had to like go swipe, and then it was like only in the middle, and swipe and swipe and swipe and swipe. And even after having tried for so long, it still just looked wonky. It still looked weird and not completely clean or anything. So I was really sad about that. The feeling afterwards, like I think it took 30 to 45 minutes for it to feel very weird. So I was wearing this, I thought I might as well drink a bit, and as I do, you go glug glug, drink, drink. And then I went like, I smacked my lips. Not hard, just lightly to get like the water particles off, because this is waterproof, I'll give you that. So nothing came off like on the glass or anything. But as soon as I smacked my lips, I just felt this weird sticky feeling, like something was coming off, and it ended up being like in patches, just looking super weird. And I will put some pictures up for you here so that you can actually see it. It just looks super wrong, and I hadn't even had it on for 1 hour before this happened, so I'm pretty sad about that. But I'll give it like it dried quickly, but what does that matter if I can't have it on for like more than half an hour? Oh yeah, and the color is horrible on me too though, so nice. When I had to take it off, I had to scrub so super hard that my lips were just like, they weren't throbbing, but they kind of hurt because I had to scrub so hard to get it off. So it's definitely waterproof and supposed to stay on for long. Emphasis on supposed to. The design I like, it's still clear, so I like it. This is also cruelty free, and the ingredients, this is where I just go crazy. This is where I get even more confused, because there's not one single bad thing in this product, but the ingredient list is very long for the good stuff. So I'll just tell you all the good stuff, and then we can wonder together, so I'm not the only one here who doesn't get why this is so dang bad. So it has again tocopherol, which is vitamin E and an antioxidant. Helianthus aniseed oil, which is sunflower seed oil. So it replenishes, strengthens and soothes. It's very good on dry, dehydrated and compromised skin, and can help reduce signs of stress and irritation. Semancia chinensis seed oil. This is jojoba oil, and it enhances skin's restorative properties. It is soothing and good for dry skin. Then it got titanium dioxide. It is a thickening agent. It's whitening, lubricating, and acts like a sunscreen ingredient, so it protects against both UVA and UVB. Then we got glyceryl bihanate. It's an emollient of fatty acid, that aids in the integration of key ingredients into the skin, so it helps everything else goes in better and work better together. Then it smoothens, and it's also an emulsifier. Then we got chamomile ricotia flower extract, which is an antioxidant and skin soothing too. The last one is Prunus ammoniaca, and it's apricot kernel oil, which is a much easier name to just say. This is also an emollient and non-fragrant oil. It is skin smoothing and has antioxidants. So that was like seven I think ingredients that were really good. Didn't have one single bad one, and lots of these were like smoothing and helps moisturizing. So I don't get why this feels so weird on my lips. I don't get it at all. Concerning the claims, the application wonky and definitely impossible, so there was no precision application. It couldn't fill anything in one swipe. It was waterproof. It did not stay either plush or non-drying. It wasn't comfortable at all. Off as soon as it started falling apart, I took it off, and I'm not going to touch it again. Never, ever, ever. But if you really like it, which I wouldn't understand if maybe there's like a difference in the big one, but there shouldn't. It should really do the same. But if it is, it's 151 in Danish, 20 euros and 24 US dollars. So yeah, I'm not touching that ever again. Third product is another one that I actually didn't like. It is the Photo Edit Eyeshadow Trio, and they say this should give like an easy day to night look and complement the skin tone and to give you an instantly contoured eye. The colors in here, we got one matte, which is like a normal brown, one shimmery brownish reddish color, and one very shimmering beige, I think I would call it. Normally I would love a base color like this to just be a base color, this to be a normal brown, and this could be the shimmer. But because they got two shimmers in here, it's really hard making a decent look. At least that's what I feel like. Packaging is very meh, looks super boring, and kind of reminds me of like the Sephora standard packaging. Like this round with a see-through, I was just supposed to say mirror, plastic, and the name on it. The application did go kind of almost okay. It did not blend easy, like the color itself went on fine, but they did not blend together easy. I had to try so hard to really blend it, almost so long and so hard that my eyes, they didn't burn. I was just about to say it burned. But I had to blend so hard they were getting a bit sore of all the touching, which I'm not a fan of. So the colors doesn't suit my need, and the blending it's not to my liking. The product itself is very smooth and lightweight. It's not as pigmented though as I want when I like swatched it on my arm. The first like half centimeter would be totally pigmented, and then it just went into nothing, which could explain why when I was blending it on my eye it just ended up kind of smushing together. Yeah, so I don't really know about that. It is cruelty free though, so I guess that's thumbs up. For the ingredients, there were only 2 things in here that were like good and nothing really bad, and the rest was just fine. So we got titanium dioxide, which is a thickening, whitening, lubricating and sunscreen ingredients, which means it also protects against UVA and UVB, which I don't know how you can really use that on your eyelids. Like, you don't really need anything against sunscreen or lubricating stuff, but who knows, I don't know how they formulate this. And then they got caprylic or capric triglyceride, which is made from a mix of coconut oil and glycerin. It's an emollient and it helps the skin replenish. It's actually a mix of fatty acids and help replenish the skin's surface and resist moisture loss, and it's also a thickener. So it does have like a couple of good ingredients, but it's just so meh. I don't really feel like talking about this. I'm very sorry. So it didn't really have many claims, like day to night look. I don't feel like you can do much with this because both are shimmers, you can't make a real base. When you try to blend it, you don't really get the color payoff. Maybe if they were more pigmented, then I would feel like I could make kind of a smoky eye, but I didn't really get that. And then for the instantly contoured eye, or the fact that it should complement my skin tone, I felt like it looked more like I had gotten like a very light, gentle beating on my eyelids, because it just looked like it smeared out everywhere and I just hadn't slept for 64 hours or something. It was just, it wasn't completely bad, but it didn't do anything good for me at all, so I'd rather just not use it at all. The price for the normal one is 145 or 19.5 euro, or not 30, 23 US dollars. And to be honest, I will never touch this one again. I got so much better ones and I don't get how I should get the pigment off. This was even with their primer on. Like I tried one lid with primer, one lid without, and the lid without primer, everything just went away. The lid with primer, everything kind of stayed, but it still blended into pretty much nothing. So I just really don't like the eyeshadow. Sorry. The 24-hour photo finish shadow primer, and this one I was not as excited about because I already got a primer that I really love, but still I was pleasantly surprised about it. It's supposed to stay on for 24 hours, which is crazy. It's sheer, and it's supposed to intensify and help the color really pop. There should be less fallout or smudging like throughout the day, and you shouldn't be able to like really see a crease. It should just smoothen everything out and helps with the color intensify. That's not a word. Help with intensifying the color. So the applying, like when I touched it or felt it at first, it was kind of hard, but as soon as you really get it in your fingers, it becomes pretty smooth and silky, which is very nice. I did wish it had color though, just to like give me a clean slate, give me a clean canvas to work with. But it doesn't really matter. It's like everyone's different, and of course this one works on more people if there's no color or tint in it. So I guess that's really good. The feeling was very silky smooth and light, so I like that a lot. The packaging also, I don't like. It reminds me of the dentist, kind of, with the metal stuff. There's no metal, but it looks silvery, and I don't know why, so don't ask me. It is cruelty free, and it has 4 ingredients, I think. We will just see here. It has 4 ingredients that are pretty good. Again, we got the tocopherol acetate. This is a vitamin E and an antioxidant. Then we got, a lot of words I will butcher. We got glycyrrhetic acid. That was horrible, I'm so sorry. This is a component of the licorice root extract, and it's supposed to calm the skin and then minimize the signs of like sensitivity in the skin. Then it is an antioxidant, and it may help brighten and improve the look of uneven skin, which is pretty good. Then it got bisabolol, and this is the funniest word I have ever heard. It is a soothing agent, and it is going to help brighten the skin. And the last one is lecithin. I don't even know. It's found in egg yolks and in plants, so it's pretty natural. It's an emollient and water binding agent and has skin restoring abilities. So pretty good ingredients again, and I feel like I can feel it in this one because it's so smooth and it really helps everything stay on. The claims I pretty much agree with. There was no fallout, no smudging. Things were more pigmented when I looked at myself in the mirror, and it held up for like about 10, I think I had this on for, how long did I have this on for? 11 hours or something, 10, 11 hours. So I feel like it did really well. 24 hours I wouldn't try because that's a long way, not a long way, a long time to have eyeshadow on, but 10 hours worked fine. The cost of it is 138 in Danish, 19 in euros and 22 in US dollars. And if I want to buy it again, I don't know. I think I'll use it up at least, but I really like the one I already got with pigments in it because I feel like it gives me a more clean slate to work with. But besides that, it's a great product actually. So I just won't use it again. Oh, well, I will use it again. I just won't buy a new one. The product we got is the Super Fan Mascara, and it is this cute little tube. This is supposed to be long wearing. It's supposed to both lengthen, give volume. Actually, it says it's 12 hour, both length, lift and volume it's going to give. There should be no clumping, no fallout, no flakes, and should pretty much cover from root to tip in one go. And then they said it will give lasting lift to lashes, which I think sounds weird, but we'll get into that later. So my first thoughts was actually that I'm very picky with mascara. I already got a favorite, and I just hoped it was really good. The applying took me a while, not like long, but it took me longer than what I usually would do. So it didn't really cover like from root to tip in one go, but it ended up covering everything after I gave it a bit of time. There was no clumping, there was really no fallout, and actually it was pretty good. It lifted my wings, it lifted my lashes and gave volume, and also separated the lashes nicely, so there were no real like clumping between my eyelashes. It was very light. I didn't feel like I was weighted down by how it felt, and Sorry, there was just a car coming and I don't know why it distracted me so much. But it's very light on the eyes and it is not